Welcome, race fans, to IWCR tonight at Michigan. They're going to be turning 125 laps. Going to be exciting racing out here. I went live a little early because I thought it would be kind of cool. Maybe we'll try to get a word in with at least a few of the top guys here. They've only got 3 races left after tonight. They go, let's see, they go to Bristol next week, then off to Kentucky, and then the season finale, double points night at Darlington. So a lot riding on here. So I thought maybe it would be kind of cool if we could get a word in with at least a couple of the top runners here in the points and talk to them. I think we'll start out with Jesse Schwartz. He is our points leader. Let me see if I can get him up here, and we'll see if we can get a word in with him. Jesse Schwartz, you got a copy?
I got you, Rudy.
Well, Jesse, I know you're sporting a new wheel tonight, and it's kind of throwing a little bit of a clinker into the works here. I didn't mean to make you wreck, by the way, but
oh no, that was all me.
I know you got a lot going on. A lot going on. It might not have been a good time for you to change wheel. With this coming up on the season ender here, and you're the points leader. I mean, you got a pretty substantial lead, 45 points. But I mean, that could be thrown away in just 2 races. So I mean, there's a lot riding on it. But how do you feel tonight's going to go? Are you getting a hold of the wheel and you're starting to get the grip of it a little bit better?
Yeah, I'm starting to get the hang of it. Really, with the points lead, I just have to go out here and not wreck. So that's that's the main objective. But this is a tire conservation race anyway. So as long as I can keep all 4 tires under me for a run, I think I'll be all right.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know, like you said, with the tires and everything, but the other thing that I kind of wanted to throw this in there. Michigan's always been a fuel mileage track. Now, with that in mind, do you have a strategy in place? You don't have to share it with us because that's your secret, you and your crew chief secret. But do you have a strategy in place for a fuel mileage race in case that comes about?
No, I don't usually think of a strategy with these races just because we could have, 3 cautions in the first 30 laps, or we could go the whole race without any cautions. So
right.
It's just kind of play it by ear. I'm the type of driver, I don't like staying out on old tires. So generally, even if you can stretch it, I usually take tires. Right. It's just how I tend to do it just because, you start to lose a lot of time if you're out there, for like 50 laps. And it's nerve-wracking being out there that long, knowing that people are catching you.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, looking at Bristol next week, how do you feel about Bristol next week?
Behind Kansas is probably my least favorite track, just because it's actually a really fun track to drive. It's not a fun track to race. You can have a setup that's half a second quicker than the guy in front of you, and you can't get by them until they make a mistake and get into the wall. So track position's key there. It definitely makes you think about pitting. After 10 or 20 laps, you wonder if you should take any tires or not, just because of the pit strategy.
Right.
You can't pass it you can't actually pass it on the racetrack, or at least not easily.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of a one groove racetrack. Yeah. So, all right. Well, Jesse, thanks for talking with us, brother. Good luck tonight, and good luck continuing on that march for the championship here at IWCR.
Thank you, Rudy.
All right, we'll see if we can get second place up here. Bentley Glazer. Let me see if I can get him into the booth here with me and talk to Bentley here for a minute. Bentley Glazer, you got a copy? Bentley Glazer, do you have a copy? Bentley Glazer, do you have a copy? Well, I guess he doesn't want to talk to us. Let's see if we can maybe get Galen Gidman up here. He is 3rd in the points coming into tonight. Let me see if I can drag him up here and have a word in with Galen and talk to him about his point deficit that he's got. A pretty rough hill to climb here. Galen Gidman, you got a copy here?
Hey, Rudy.
Galen, talk about you got quite the deficit in points there, 79 points. That's not out of, mathematically, it's not out of the realm of you still possibly pulling out the championship. What's it looking like here for the rest of the season? How are we going to see the Gidman camp progress and try to pull out this championship?
I think it really all starts with an alien abduction of Jesse. And, is it Bentley? Is he in second?
Yeah.
It starts with that, and then it basically ends with the aliens not giving them back. So, no, I don't know. All I can do is run my best race. So,
Well,
what it is.
You've had a pretty good season. I mean, you out of 11 starts, you've had 6 top 5s and 8 top 10s. I mean, that's pretty good. No poles and no wins. We haven't seen any of them out of you this season, but it's been a pretty uphill climb for you to get into third and stay into third.
Yeah, it's just been the same. I have 1 or 2 races where I made a mistake, but a bunch of these races I've run pretty well. Just it's the same old faster cars than me are winning. I bet that I've qualified second to Jesse. I bet it's happened 5 or 6 times this season too. So
yeah.
And those bonus points they're not doing him any harm. We'll put it that way. So
right.
Guy puts in a ton of work and he's getting what he deserves. He's a great driver and got great cars, and you're going to have great finishes with that.
I probably shouldn't say this because but you guys may have a little bit of an edge tonight because he's starting with a new wheel tonight, and he's really having a difficult time getting a hold of it. So you guys may have a little bit of an edge on him tonight.
With my luck, that'll just mean that he'll wreck into me on lap 1 with it, and it'll be and the points won't move at all. But no, new wheels are really, really tough.
Yeah.
The one I'm on now, the first race I ran with it was Indianapolis, and out of all the places to run a new wheel, that was probably one of the worst places to start with it.
Yeah.
But if you're not used to the feel of a wheel, that's really weird.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a great season. It's good to see you up there battling for this, though, Galen. And these guys don't think about all the involved, in what you guys do each and every week out here, working on your setups and worrying about, the grip out there on the track. By the way, how does the car feel out there tonight?
It's been a struggle. We found something in the folder from another track that's kind of seemed to help us real late here, but I don't know. Fighting balance issues. I think this that I found is probably a lot better in the balance department, but I don't know if it's going to have any speed. I mean, we'll just a little bit. Speed comes from balance, so that's good. But I mean, we'll see. I don't have high hopes, but I had pretty low hopes last week too, and it was a small circumstance away from a win. So
yeah,
who knows?
Well, I know you're good at Bristol, and you guys are heading there next week. I know you're good at Bristol because I've seen you, do really well there. What do you think? What are you thinking about Bristol and the upcoming season finale of Darlington? What do you think about that? That's a tough track to put at the end of the schedule.
Yeah. So statistically, Bristol is probably my best IWCR track. Our most recent race there, I wrecked out just being stupid trying to get the lead. But previously, I had never had a finish outside the top 5 in any series there. My 200 some odd starts over here. So that's a good track for me statistically. We'll see if we can put a good car together. You know how Bristol is. Anybody can get caught up in a wreck. It's pretty much impossible to pass. And then, yeah, Darlington is I'm awful there. I have by far that's the fewest laps on any track I have, and I just suck there. So
yeah, well,
and it's also a setup track. So between our setup woes and my driving, that's not a good way to go out. But who knows? Maybe we'll find something stable, and other guys will have trouble and stubble points. I mean, anything could happen, but
right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just keep plodding along, man.
the double points is going to be the big thing. The thing of it is, though, you get double points, so does everybody else. So it's not like
That's true.
you're only going to get the double points and you're going to get caught up. But yeah, all right. Well, good luck tonight, Galen. We're going to let you go. I know you want to do more practicing. You only got about 6 minutes left here. We're going to try one more time to get a hold of Bentley Glazer and talk to him. But if not, we may try to move down the line and try to get some of the other guys in the top 5. So, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll try one more time here getting Bentley Glazer in if he'll answer me. Bentley Glazer, do you have a copy? Well, I guess he don't want to talk to us. Oh well. Second in points. I guess he wants to stay focused. Well, let's try to get fourth in points. Joshua Schwartz here. Let me see if I can get a hold of him. Joshua Schwartz, you got a copy?
I got you.
Joshua, you've slid into fourth in the points here. And this has been a really great season for you. This is the best that I've seen you run. And, man, tell me about your season here and how much your driving style has changed and your skill level.
Well, I've been watching my brother and some of the other guys and trying to figure out why I was killing tires more than them. And basically every race I'm just going out and trying to keep the tires on it longer, because that was my biggest problem before. I'd go 10 laps and then just fall off the table, and then that doesn't get you very good finishes.
Right. Well, how do you feel your car is going to run here tonight?
I feel like it's pretty good. I think for the first few laps it might not feel great, but then I hopefully can keep the tires on it. Hopefully we get some long runs.
Very good, very good. All right. Well, fourth in the points, you're really, probably mathematically you're out of it for the championship, but you still could possibly move up another position or two and possibly come in second or third in the points. So you'll still be, a podium sitter in the points. So how does that make you feel?
I'm just gonna try and keep the wheels on it, and I think if I do, there's a good chance I can go up into third as long as I finish all the races.
All right, brother.
Bristol's the scary one.
Yeah. Well, I think you and everybody else, because we know, that's the fastest half mile on the circuit, but this car here on that track, being the fastest half mile on the circuit, I don't know, it's just not a good combination to me, but boy, everybody loves Bristol. I love Bristol, but I just don't know if I love it in this car, but I don't know. We'll have to see how the next week's going to shake out. What are you thinking about for Darlington, the last race of the season? What do you think about that?
That's one of my favorite tracks to drive, just because it's so hard, and you're barely racing other people. You're just driving the track and seeing how few times you can bounce off a turn 3 or 4.
Right. All right, well, Josh, we're going to let you go. Get more practice, brother, so good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, well, there's one more I wanted to talk to, but I don't see him here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there he is. My bad. Let me try to see if I can get a word in with him. Colton Davis, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, Colton, we've seen some good things coming out of your camp here in the last few races. I know you've missed a couple of races this season, and just quickly here, we'll kind of talk to you a little bit about nine starts, 4 wins. I mean, nobody else has got 4 wins out there. We've got a lot of 2, but nobody's had 4 wins, and that's put you right up into 5th place in the points here. If you would have made all the season's starts, probably would have been a whole lot better for you to be up there in the top of the point. Mathematically, I'd say you're not in it for the championship, but there's still possibility you could maybe come in 3rd or 4th or something like that. But how's your car feeling out there tonight, Colton?
It's feeling pretty balanced, I've done a little bit of runs here and there. We're showing some good speed compared to people that are usually quick.
Yeah.
And going back on the point still, I don't think I would be anywhere near up front, because the races that I did run and didn't win or finish top 2, I do think I did get wrecked out of most of those.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying there was 2 that you've only had 9 starts. Everybody else has had 11. There's 2 races you missed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
personal life, baseball. I had a broken finger for a little bit.
Yep. And real life situations, you got to understand that. So, you feel like you might have a win in the car tonight?
Oh yeah, I always feel like I have a win in the car, man.
Well, that's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. All right. Well, good luck out there, Colton. We're going to go here because Scott's here. He's going to run down through the points for us real quick, and then we're going to step away and play our national anthem before we get started here. So, good luck tonight, brother.
All right, man, Rudy, rock on, dude.
Yes, sir.
How we doing tonight, Rudy?
Hey, good, Scott. You want to run down through the points real quick, and then we'll.
Well, why don't we just cover it in qualifying instead of hammering through it in 30 seconds?
Sounds good. Well, I tried to get it. I started a little bit early because I kind of wanted to talk to the top 5 drivers, and because they're all mathematically still in. Colton's probably not mathematically in it for the championship because he's 144 points behind, but he still could mathematically pick up another position or two. But I kind of wanted to talk to the top 5, and the only one I couldn't talk to is Bentley Glazer. I don't know. He wouldn't answer me.
And maybe he wasn't there. Maybe he stepped away for a second.
Maybe. All right, well, we're going to step away and play our national anthem. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're back, folks, and there's only a couple of qualifying times coming in right now, but Scott, we're here. If you want to run down through the points, go ahead.
Yes, sir. After 11 races so far, we only got 4 left. We got tonight, we got Bristol, Kentucky, and then the championship, which is double points, and that's going to be at Darlington. That ought to be interesting because I don't think we've ever done a championship race at Darlington, have we?
No, that's going to be tough.
Well, leading the way to get there is Jesse Schwartz. He's got a 45-point lead over Bentley Glazer. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to those guys during the race. Galen Gidman, he's 79 points back. He's got a lot of work to do. He's going to need Jesse to have some bad... Excuse me. Sorry about that. He's going to need Jesse to have some bad luck to have a legitimate chance of winning this championship. Jesse's brother, Josh Schwartz, he's back there in 4th place in the points. Colton Davis, we just heard from him just a little bit ago. He's 5th in the points. Our 3-time defending champion, Thomas Brander, he was looking to make it 4 in a row this season. Just has not been his season. He is winless this season. After seeing him win so much these last 3 competitive seasons that he's had, He's not yet defined victory lane and is 6th in the points. Ross Cato is 7th in the points. Thomas Keene. It's been a long time since we've heard Keene get the victory lane too, Rudy. He's 8th in the points. Logan Powers 9th. And Jeff Hollingsworth up 4 spots to the 10th place in the points. He is 169 points back.
Well, just to kind of touch base on a couple things there, what you were talking about, Scott. Thomas Brander will not be here tonight. He has to serve a penalty for rule infraction last week. And also Logan Powers won't be here tonight. So,
Alrighty.
Logan does not have the track, and he said he just didn't feel like it warranted for him to get the track for this one race. So,
well, Logan, if you're listening, you need to buy Michigan, man, because this is an awesome track to race at.
yeah, I told
I
him that.
absolutely love this place.
I know. I told him that. I said it's the fastest. It's the fastest track on the circuit. There's no.
One of them.
Well, no, it is the fastest in the Gen 6.
Well, yeah, for NASCAR it is.
Yeah, but because there's no restrictor plate, you know, because you like 216 going into turn 1. You know, it used to be you hit a lot more than that. I think it was like well, I take it back. Now it's like 209 or something, and it used to be like 220. You could reach almost 220.
Well, he definitely needs to get Michigan because it is a fun place to race.
Yeah, it is. It is a great track.
I didn't get a chance to go out there, but I talked to Paul Crumrine. He said that the car's extremely tight. I don't know if it's just Paul set up or if the track's really tight out there, but getting some conflicting reports that we may have a few cautions here tonight.
Yeah, and you know, we always talk about this track. You and I've come here many times and commentated races here, and you know, this track is there's a couple of different things that these drivers are going to have to stay focused on: is tire wear and fuel, because it just seems like no matter how many laps they run at this track, it always seems to come down to a fuel mileage race. And I talked to Jesse about it, and Jesse said he never really plans a strategy because, you know, for something like that, because, and that's only one driver's perspective of it, but because he said a caution throws that strategy out the window. So all that work you did, you just throw it away, you know. So he never plans for anything like that. But some drivers do. We've seen that in recent past.
Well, it looks like Paul Crumrine decided he's not going to race tonight. He manually disconnected, so I guess he wasn't feeling that the car was up to par.
Oh,
Put her back on the hauler and see us next week.
Interesting.
Next week we'll be at Bristol. We just called it a race that was a carnage festival last night at Bristol, didn't we, Rudy?
Yeah, it was a pretty rough one, but it was a good race. I mean, you know, as it ended up, it was a pretty good race. But see that's a, you know, a half-mile track like that, and that was what I was talking to a couple of the drivers about too. Throwing a Gen 6 on the fastest half mile out there, and it just doesn't, to me, doesn't feel like a good combination. Now, it's a favored track by all drivers. You know, everybody loves to run Bristol, but it's a one-groove track. And I talked to a couple of the drivers about that, and they said that it's going to be so difficult to pass, you know.
Well, they'll just have to make the best of it because I don't think Drake's going to change the schedule.
No. Mm-mm. Oh no, and they wouldn't want them to. Everybody wants to. They want to race Bristol. But well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate that very much. Make sure you hit that follow button, and don't forget to hit the like button. We appreciate that. Or subscribe button. I'm used to saying follow all week from Twitch, but click the subscribe button. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com. I did finally get that working, Scott. Thank you for your help. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem, man. I figured you'd probably get it back up and running sooner or later.
Well, it took me a while to figure it out, but I got it figured out. But,
good deal.
Yeah. And if you feel like...
I finally got my TeamSpeak back up and running, and told Kerry how to running. They had merged 2 North American servers.
Yeah.
So
if you feel like making a donation to MaxSpeedTV, which would be much appreciated, you can go to MaxSpeedTV.com. There is a donate button up there. And believe me, we'll put it to good use. We'll upgrade more equipment. We use it to pay our co-commentators. We use that money for. It doesn't go in my pocket. I can tell you that.
This stuff costs money, folks.
Yeah,
It's not cheap.
I put a
I know my
lot of.
setup wasn't cheap.
I put a lot of money into this computer in the last couple of years. I can tell you that, a lot.
Yeah, just the money I've had to put in my computer from, just getting a couple things repaired on it in the last couple of years. I'm right there with you. Let alone all the other money that's in it.
Yeah. All right, we're coming down to a minute left in qualifying here, and then we'll get to the grid here to let you know where everybody will be starting. Right now, it looks like Colton Davis is going to come out on top. Jesse Schwartz, Jesse Schwartz, Scott, you weren't here to hear me tell him. Jesse Schwartz has got a brand new wheel tonight, and he's having difficulty feeling the track with the new wheel. And I said, well, maybe that wasn't a good idea to bring that wheel out with a lot riding on the end of this season.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I know. But he said, once I started getting it set up, he said, I didn't stop. I just went ahead and finished getting it set up. And then I go out here on the track and, oh boy, he said, I can't feel the track and, a bunch of stuff. So, but, well, we'll see. He said, all I got to do is just finish decent. He said, I don't have to win, to try to maintain that point lead. So. But,
well, that's going to do it for qualifying. The drivers' meeting is over, and they're going to be gridding up here, and we're ready to go racing. Not a very big field here. Looks like we're going to have right around 20, if that many. I don't even think we're going to have 20. I think we're going to have right around 19.
Well, like I said, with them, with a couple of drivers missing tonight, that's going to kind of throw a little bit into it. But let's run down through the grid here. Colton Davis starting on the pole with a 37.745. Congratulations to Colton for grabbing the pole. Jeffrey Porter will start on the outside in second. Jesse Schwartz will start third, our points leader. Bentley Glazer, second in points, will start in fourth. Robbie Vrabel back here at fifth. Jeff Hollingsworth sixth. Galen Gidman starting seventh. Joshua Schwartz eighth. Justin Warner ninth. Randall Drake rounds out the top 10, Scott.
Josh Witherspoon starts 11th. Ross Cato at 12th. Bernard Person starts 13th tonight. Scott Bolster, the last of the guys to take time, starts 14th. John Batista, the first of the non-qualifiers. I hadn't seen him in a while here in the Gen 6 Series. He'll start 15th. Chris Pence, 16th. Roger Wagner back there in 18th. Kevin Spaulding, 19th. Mark Robertson, 20th. And Evan Schroeder, 22nd.
Yeah.
Crumride's not racing.
Yeah, okay. He left. All right.
He disconnected.
All right. Well, we're ready to go racing here, folks, as these guys all get their last minute things out of the way here that they've got to get set up, get their bathroom breaks out of the way or whatever. Because
John Batista won't. Sorry, Rudy.
Yep.
John Batista won't be out there either.
Really?
No, he disconnected too.
Aww.
He must have did that earlier, but he's not connected to the room.
All right, we are ready to go racing, folks. Yeah, so let's see, 3B about a 19 car field then.
Yep. Perfect size.
Yeah, actually.
Should be shorter on cautions.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Rolling out. If Colton, there we go. I was going to say, need to find first gear, Colton.
It's definitely not going to be a short race. 250 miles tonight, 125 laps. So we're going to be here a little while, folks. Ready to go racing here at one of my favorite places on iRacing, the Big M, a.k.a. Michigan.
Michigan International Speedway. Got a great big MIS up on the water tower. They have their own water tower there for the track. Been there many times. You ever get a chance to go there, please do, because you won't regret it.
Just in case they run out of water up there in Michigan.
They have their.
Which ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they have their own water tower, so I think that's pretty cool. I'm sure they use a lot of water there.
It's Colton Davis ready to get this thing started, isn't he?
Yeah, he's chomping at the bit, ain't he?
Oh, Mr. Pace Car, man. Let's pick up the pace. If you don't mind, Rudy, I will get us cranked up here tonight.
Do it.
All right, it's time to go racing. 4 races left in the season, 11 down, 4 to go here in season number 10 for IWCR. We're ready to go racing. Pace car is off. Wait. Green flag is out. Colton Davis is on the loud pedal. We're racing.
When I just see Bentley Glazer there almost smoked the tires on that start. That's that starting in first gear crap.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, some people do it.
Yeah.
It's all personal preference. As long as you don't wreck out the whole field when you do it, it's all good.
Yeah, he barely held on to it, but Jesse Schwartz going right into third, but Bentley Glazer on the outside. Here comes Robbie Vrabel taking it 3 wide down the backstretch.
Early power move. Big championship contenders, no less. Boy, if Schwartz were to get in an accident, boy, that could shake things up a little bit. Give these guys a chance. Whoa.
Bentley Glazer.
Drake back there.
Bentley Glazer went way back to 6th place. Yeah, Randall Drake dropping. What happened there? He got loose coming out of 4, huh?
Yeah, he went way down to the apron. Looked like he was going to lose it, but he held on to it. He's just going to lose some spots, but we got a long way to go, so no need to panic.
Jeff Hollingsworth in 5th place.
I don't imagine we're going to see a bunch of cautions here tonight, though. We only got a 19-car field, so.
No. And looks like Robbie Vrabel's going to take that 3rd position away from Jesse Schwartz after all, coming out of turn 4. And now here comes Jeff Hollingsworth to the inside of Jesse Schwartz. So Jesse, either he is A, taking his time right now because of that new wheel, or B, looking at the big picture with that championship on the line. It does not want to push the envelope this early. Wants to save those tires.
We got some guys back here starting to lose this back up here. 4 guys that have faded back. We got another group of 4 just up the road in front of them.
Oh, wow. Robbie Vrabel cut the nose of Jeff Porter off, and Jeff let him know he didn't appreciate that. Gave him the old tap in the rear.
Oh, early to be doing stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah, Robbie really cut the nose of him right off coming out of 4, man. He did the old slide job on him right there.
I was talking to Robertson throughout last week, man, and he was pretty giddy about his performance last week. Wonder what Mark's got in store for us tonight after his making up 5 laps last week performance.
I know, that was a heck of a job he did last week, man.
And he was pretty happy. He enjoyed the broadcast and us, talk about it and acknowledging it, but how could we not? Like I told him, I've done a lot of races. I've broadcast a lot of races, ran a lot of races. I've never seen anyone make up 5 laps and get back on the lead lap. I've never seen it happen. I'm sure it has, but I haven't seen it.
Hey, Joe Mitchell in chat. How you doing, Joe? But Galen Gigman, 3rd in points, sitting back here in 8th place, taking his time.
Joe was one of the survivors last night.
Yeah.
Survivor Island.
Josh Witherspoon, new paint job on the car. Affleck. Maybe that duck on there will bring him some good luck.
Affleck.
Ross Cato, 11th. Roger Wagner back here, 13th. The Trojan Toyota. Randall Drake slips all the way back to 13th after starting 10th. He did clear Bernard Persson, though.
I still don't see that paint scheme for him. I still have that Christmas paint scheme. It will not update his car.
Well, Rogers?
Yeah, everybody else's updates and changes, but Rogers is still that green and white and red Christmas paint scheme.
Well, ain't that weird?
Yep, he's that one car. Remember, I've told you before that it'll pick one car out for somebody,
Yep.
and it either won't have a paint on it or it will never change it.
Well, I'm seeing right side damage on Colton Davis's car. He has been into the wall.
Is it bad or is it just a little bit?
It's pretty healthy. The tire's sticking out beyond the fender.
Oh, then yeah, that's gonna slow him down for sure. Then
that's never good when you see that, man. That's
especially on lap 8.
Yeah, that's a long race ahead of these guys.
Could be an early hauler night for him.
Well, I was talking about his record. He's got the only driver out here that's got 4 wins, and he's done it in only 9 starts. I mean, that's a pretty good record.
He's maintaining right now with that damage. It's not slowing him down any, so he's holding his own. So it's not too bad. Because if it was too bad, it'd definitely be slowing him down. You may not be able to see him drive away like he normally would. Maybe it'll prevent him from doing that. Definitely holding his own out front.
Robbie Vrabel goes into second as he clears Jeff Hollingsworth. Those two were side by side for a little while there. Jesse Schwartz goes back to 4th. Still hanging on to 4th though. Bentley Glazer now back into 5th.
We got our first casualty of the night. Rudy Scott Bolster threw behind the wall. He's done. We'll see him in old Rocky Top next Friday night. But Rudy will be singing Rocky Top, Tennessee for you folks. Tune in next Friday night. 11 p.m. Rudy will be singing.
I don't think so, Tim.
Tim. Who's
Never
Tim?
watched Home Improvement?
I gotcha.
Wow, you used to always say that? I don't think so, Tim.
Oh, dust off your singing voice, Rudy?
No. There ain't no singing voice here.
Afraid you lose all your subscribers?
Yeah. Joshua Schwartz. Looks like he's sporting a new paint job, too. Maybe that'll bring him some good luck. He moved up to 5th in the points. We talked to him a little bit there. Jeff Porter in 7th. Or in 7th. In the number 7. He's kind of slipped back from after starting in 2nd. That little move there that he got into the back of Robbie Vrabel after Robbie cut the nose of him off, I think kind of slowed the momentum of that car down just a touch.
Well, from what I was hearing in the pre-race reports, Rudy, is they will definitely be pitting for tires before they pit for fuel tonight. So it's a matter of how long the tires can hold out and how long these guys can protect the tires. Because like you were talking about, this place is notorious for chewing up the tires.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that concrete surface, and it just grinds them up. You know, it's like running at Dover. You know, it just grinds them up.
And in case you're wondering, they are using the default weather, so it's not real hot out there or anything. It's just typical default weather.
Yep. Mark Robertson, our Canadian brother, still trying to see if I can't get him to put a 4-leaf clover on that hood, but he won't do it. Might bring him better luck than that red maple leaf.
Oh, he had some pretty good luck last week, making up them 5 laps.
Evan Schroeder in 17th. Kevin Spaulding brings up the tail of the field here in 18th position, running 14.2 seconds behind the leader. Back up front, Colton
Oh, we got
Davis.
one losing it on the backstretch down below the white line on the backstretch. He's going to save it, though.
Ooh, that Galen Gidman. Yep.
Yes, sir. I was trying to catch up to who it was. It was the 94, Galen Gidman. And he definitely lost some track position, lost quite a few spots from that. Back there with Randall Drake now.
Yeah, he just went from 7th to 12th real quick.
Yep. Lost it coming out of 2. Did a good job, though, because he was headed right down for that inside wall, and he got that thing wowed down and got it straightened out, back up the racetrack and back up to speed now. So
And Jesse
hopefully he'll get a caution and come in and get 4 Mr. Feelgoods, and we'll line him back up.
Jesse Schwartz just got around the outside of Bentley Glazer. Bentley had taken a look like he was going to pass him, but Jesse drove right back on around the outside, took that position back.
think Robertson's out there rocking the stock setup again.
That's all he usually runs.
Yep. Might hurt him here at this place.
Yeah, take a look at some speeds here.
Man, look at these guys back here for running for 4th place, Rudy.
Yeah, I'm on them right now. Jesse Schwartz fastest time, 38.3. Let's look at Mark Robertson's fast time, 38.7. So he's 4/10 off the pace.
Oh, this 5-car gaggle right here. These boys are racing hard.
Yeah,
just from 4th place back. And you got the top 2 championship contenders right here leading this group of 5 cars.
Yeah, and I think both of them are looking at, they're looking at the overall, where they just want to try to finish well here tonight. If they could just stay in the top 5, they don't have to get out there and win. All they got to do is have a great finish here. Bentley looking to the inside of Jesse again. And he does, that was a pretty good slide job there. He was plenty distance between him and Jesse.
Jesse got a little loose coming out of the corner too, and you can see that now because these guys behind him are getting a big run on him.
Yep. Yeah, Jeffrey Porter now taking a look on the inside.
Got Josh Schwartz just kind of riding right there.
And look at Justin Warner, man. He's sitting there just patiently.
Boy, that was close. Well, yeah, he about patiently got taken out right there. Wow, Josh Schwartz had a moment there. Getting loose coming off the corner back there, too. Now Jesse Schwartz up the track here. May let these guys just go. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's just going to let them go. Realizes the championship could take a big hit if something bad were to happen here, and he just kind of needs to back out of this storm that he's riding in.
Yeah, because this is, it's like you always say, a storm's a brewing right there.
It was right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Ain't over yet.
Jesse's doing a smart thing right now. He's just letting these guys go, and he's all about saving them tires.
Man, Josh Schwartz loose again there. Well, when that piece up, he'd come out and taken out Jesse Schwartz. That'd have been a story for you.
Yeah.
That's something Pizarro could have wrote about.
Well, Bentley Glazer gets by these guys, and he starts pulling away, and he's 4.2 seconds back. Justin Warner now looking to the inside of Jeffrey Porter for position.
I just want to send a shout out to Tony Pizarro if he's watching. He's the one that writes all the stories for IWCR for their website.
Roger Wagner picking up a couple of positions here. Actually has chopped the field in half. Started 18th on the field, and he's up to 9th.
He's the biggest mover of the race.
Yes, sir.
Yep, that is. And the biggest faller so far, Galen Goodman. 7th to 12th.
Yeah, that's
That was because he had that moment where he almost lost it.
Well, we're coming up on a 5th of the way through the race here, folks. Lap 25 here in a few minutes. Be a 5th of the race over already. Colton Davis in the lead, continuing to lead. Been the leader of the whole race here, coming up leading lap number 20 and starting 21. And he's got a 1.8 seconds over Robbie Vrabel right now.
Even with a little bit of right front damage, but it's not doing much to slow him down any.
No way. Vrabel did pick up a 10th on him right there, but he lost it again, so. All right, back in the field here. Let's go back and check on Bernard Person. Bernard has fallen back to 15th in a group here with Randall Drake. And I see Kevin Spaulding there. Now, Kevin is a couple of laps down. He must have made an early pit stop. And that put him a couple of laps down.
And Drake had a moment himself early on there in the race, coming out of 4. It was on the very first lap. Might have been the second lap, but he did a good job of saving it too.
Oh, what's going on here? Jeffrey Porter, Jesse Jesse Schwartz, man, he really backed out of it. Joshua Schwartz
Yeah, he
just
did.
went around Jeffrey Porter on the outside.
Well, as you know, Rudy, this is an open setup league, and car just may not be feeling good right now. May need some adjustments. I imagine we'll be getting close to pit stops here soon. Probably right around lap 35, I would imagine, even if they go that far.
Yeah. Yeah, Joshua Schwartz just tapped the wall there coming out of turn 4. Just a slight tap by the back end of the car. Not really anything to worry about damage. Bentley Glazer just trying to finish ahead of Jesse Schwartz to close in that gap. He's got a 45-point deficit on Jesse Schwartz. But the good thing about it is they've got the last race of the season, Darlington. A lot of people don't know this. It's double points night. Double points on the last race of the season. That's how they do their chase. They don't really have a chase format. So, I don't think, they never have. They never have here.
Nope. But if it's Mount Everest, you got to climb when you get to the championship. Good luck with that. You want to definitely knock that down a little bit, make that more like a hill.
And that's what his goal is right now. He's getting out. He's coming up on Justin Warner. Warner got by him. Warner on the move, coming from 9th up to 4th.
Yeah, we're caution free so far. Next time by, we will be a fifth of the way through this race. 25 down, 100 more to go. Been a pretty good race so far.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Back to what these guys normally do on a Friday night.
Roger Wagner,
Definitely.
9th.
Definitely quality racing right here, folks. If you're looking for a league to race in on Friday nights and you're looking for quality, you found it right here, IWCR.
I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of pros have come out of here, and there's still some pros running in here too. I'm not sure if Colton Davis is a pro, but I know Robbie Vrabel is, and I'm pretty sure Bentley Glazer is, and Jesse Schwartz, I think, is running for pro.
Galen Goodman's coming off pit road.
And I think Galen is trying to run for pro, but I'm
Oh,
not sure.
Robbie Vrabel just about lost it.
Whoa.
Same thing that Galen did.
He still hasn't saved it.
Nope, he's through the grass. Oh, here comes the caution, baby.
No.
He got her woed down. That's going to damage the car, though, man.
Yeah.
He's going to take himself out of the race almost.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he better head for pit road and get that looked at, I think. Doesn't look like he's going. He's got. It's still not right.
Yeah, he's got damage. Yeah, no, he's got. He when he hit that hump, it damaged the car. I knew it did because that thing launched. And whenever you hit something in iRacing that hard, regardless if it's on the bottom or anything, you're gonna have damage.
Well, that put
He's got some.
Put Jeff Hollingsworth in 2nd. Justin
He
Warner
might just take it behind the wall here.
up to 3rd. Bentley Glazer 4th. The points leader sitting back here in 7th now.
Yeah, Robbie Vrabel down on the way, back in the fight, but he's going a lap down.
Yep. That's a bummer, but things like that do happen.
Yep. Long race, man. If he can get some cautions here, he's the only one out there a lap down. So he'll get the lucky dog. So Kevin Spaulding's multiple laps down. So
Well, him and Galen Gidman are both a lap down, but Galen.
Galen's a lap down, yeah. Yeah, so they're racing for the lucky dog. But Galen's way up the road.
And Galen just passed up Jesse Schwartz like he was standing still. So he's
Newer
on.
tires.
Yeah, he's on a mission here to get back on that lead lap. Roger Wagner stops on pit road, taking new tire. It's now coming off pit road.
Yeah, a little sooner than I thought they would. I thought they'd come around lap 35 or something. Looks like a lot of them are going to come right around lap 30. Some of them coming before that.
Well, what do you think about cranking it up here, Scott?
Crank it up, brother.
Let's do a little crank it up. Very good, very good.
I'll tell you what, these guys out here on newer tires look like men on a mission, man, just driving through this traffic. Wonder when we're going to see some of these other guys start to come to pit road. They're just losing time right now.
Yeah, we got Jesse Schwartz and Bentley Glazer on pit road. Bentley just dropping down and getting away. There goes Jesse. So we're starting to see some of these guys stop and take them new tires. They don't want to slip and slide and wreck it. So looking at that big picture.
And you got Hollingsworth and Witherspoon coming down pit road.
Yep. Giving up that track position. Jeff giving up second place to Justin Warner. Getting new tires. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be long. We're going to see the leaders back on pit road here.
Galen Goodman's back on the lead lap now. So, and here comes Colton Davis. He's coming to pit road.
Oh, and he loses it.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, he's got people coming in. He's got to stop. Yeah, he's got to stop.
That's going to hurt a whole bunch right there.
That's why it's never over until it's over, folks. Things have just changed at the Big M as the leader has a big moment coming into the pits and loses control and spins himself out. Can't get it going until several guys pass him up. So Colton Davis definitely going to fall back in this field. How things can change in a moment.
I'm telling you, it just looked like it locked down on him or something there, and then he had to back up in his pit stall. Boy, that hurt him a whole bunch.
It's snowing there.
Yeah.
They say when it rains, it pours. It's a flat-out blizzard right now. 41's coming to pit road. So's the 12. More pit stops. Looks like Drake's coming in. So more green flag pit stops. These guys getting on pit road just fine. Wow, I can't believe it. That's always something, isn't it, Rudy? Always something we don't expect.
I'm telling you, man.
Friday night, excitement.
Yes, sir. Ross Cato coming.
Maybe not for him, though. This race is far from over, though. All it does is take one caution. Everybody be right back up next to each other. So we're far from over, folks. We got a long way to go. We have been caution-free so far, but got a lot of laps left. Scheduled for 125 tonight. We're working lap, 35?
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what. Galen Goodman took over the lead now. Well, remember, he pitted early, and he is back on the lead lap and is in the lead and is about to collect the bonus point here, a much-needed bonus point to catch up to Bentley Glazer in the points.
Yes, sir.
Bentley has not led a lap yet.
He's more worried about catching Josh Schwartz than he is Bentley. And Bentley just kind of sandwiched in the middle. He's looking to catch Josh. And he's also looking for victory lane. It's been a long time since we've called Galen Goodman's name out as the winner of a race. And I'm wondering if tonight might be his night, but he's on older tires. I imagine these guys are going to start chewing him up soon.
Yeah, he's in the lead now, collected a bonus point. Robbie Vrabel back in third. Hollingsworth fourth. Roger Wagner fifth. Jesse Schwartz, sixth place. Check in with Colton Davis now. He's clear back in 10th place. Man, he is. That really hurt him bad. 15.2 seconds behind the leader.
He looked close. You could see smoke coming out of the cockpit.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's probably not too happy with himself right now.
Bentley Glazer slowly closing in on Galen Goodman here, but when he gets to him, he's going to drive right on by him.
Yeah, and that's just what Bentley wants, too. He wants to get up there and lead a lap and get that bonus point.
How about old Jeff Hollingsworth running there in third place? Robbie Vrabel in fourth. He was another one of them guys that pitted a lot sooner than everyone else. Robbie had a big moment going down the backstretch, got in the grass, hit something in the grass, and did a big wheelie hop. But seems like the car's not damaged. I figured he'd have some, underneath damage from that, but apparently not.
Well, Jesse Schwartz, our point leader, back here sixth place.
So now looking at it, Rudy, Kevin Spalding, the only car out on the track that is a lap down. He's one lap down now, so he's got one of his laps back. So caution were to come out, Spalding would get the lucky dog, and we're back on a lead lap. And all the cars left in this race would be on the lead lap. We've only lost one car so far. Scott Bolster, he took it behind the wall. And here we go, Rudy. New leader.
Yes, sir, Bentley Glazer. And he will collect that bonus point.
Yeah, Jesse Schwartz is back there in 6th place, so there's some points there.
Yeah.
Not really enough to make a big hit to the point total that he was down, but it was something. Gives you hope.
And Jesse hasn't led a lap yet either.
Nope.
So no bonus point there, you know. But that's not much of a gain on him, really. You know, if you think about it, all the points there, maybe 4 or 5 points, but hey, that all adds up. You're coming down to the end of the season, double points tonight at Darlington. Boy, a lot can change right there.
Yes, sir. And we're still a long way from the end of this one, so anything could happen here tonight. You know, change the whole season. Jesse could, you know, be one of the next ones out, and, you know, finish in the back, and then have Bentley win the race. How many points would he make up then? A whole bunch.
Yeah. If Hollingsworth coming up on Galen Gidman now. As older tires are starting to show on Gidman's car.
Yep. It's starting to slow, but he's done a good job by playing this strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Either way.
And if he stays on that strategy, he could be looking at a chance for victory here tonight for sure.
Yeah, it depends. Depends.
Roger Wagner, 4th now.
Yeah, Vrabel's starting to fall. He's on older tires, too. Jesse will get him next.
He's coming to pit road.
Jesse already got him, yep.
Yeah, I see a little bit of damage on that left front corner. He's got a little bit of damage, so that hop through the grass might have caused a little bit of damage on that car.
I would think it would.
Colton Davis's engine just let go.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
And he's out.
Yep, he just gone.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Like I said, it was a blizzard.
Well, I don't
bad
know.
one.
I hate to like, you know,
Oh, you like doing it.
pour
Bring him
salt
up
in the
here.
wound,
Let's
but
interview.
let's see if we can get Colton in here and talk with us. Colton, are you there?
Yeah.
Colton, walk us through what happened there, brother. We seen you lose it coming to pit road. What happened? Did the wheels lock up?
Well, we overshot it. We didn't really practice. Our tires are scorched. Coming around, we thought we had it. We obviously didn't, and we just kind of self-spun.
Oh man, well that started it, and then you had to back up in your pit stall, and now the engine let go. Man, it's just been a drastic night for you tonight.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess you're ready to just load the car on the hauler and head for Bristol then, right?
Oh yeah. We might even skip Bristol. We might just go to Kentucky.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, you've gained a lot of positions in the points, you know, I mean, that's brought you way up through the field, you know, with them 4 wins, and it's been a great season out there. Only 9 starts and have 4 wins, so it's a pretty good record for this season.
Oh yeah, I guess you could say we could have had a little bit more wins here and there.
Well, gee, you can't have them all, buddy. You know.
Yeah, I like to win, man.
Yeah, I know, me too. But there's always somebody that's going to be better at a certain track than you are, or you know, or have better luck, or don't get caught up in somebody else's mistake, or you know, there's always that to consider out there too. But it's been a pretty good race, caution free so far. What did you think of the racing out there, Colton?
You know, that first run was pretty fun. I liked it a lot because I didn't have to race anyone. But it looked like it was fun back there for the last 10 laps.
Yeah, back in 4th, 5th, 6th place, man, that was intense back there. We seen you had a little bit of damage on that right front corner. Did you get into the wall there in that first run?
No. I was just getting really close to it coming off of turn 2.
Okay, well, I looked at your car. You had just a little bit of right front corner damage. Actually, the wheel was sticking out beyond the fender. Could have been a glitch.
Yeah.
Well, we're sorry you had bad luck here tonight, Colton. That took you and Robbie Vrabel out of the race now, because he had a He had a pretty rough one too. He went out across the grass on the backstretch going into turn 3 and hit one of those big manholes, or the drain holes. And man, that car just launched into the air. It was funny, but I hated it for Robbie because he was running so good.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice to race him.
Yep. Well, it would have been nice to see him victory lane again. That would have been 5 wins this season, but I guess it just wasn't meant to happen tonight. Hopefully we'll see you next week at Bristol, Colton, but if not, it's off to Kentucky then after that. Huh?
We might even skip Kentucky, man. We're just out here to have fun.
Yep.
And that's really it.
Well,
but you will see me at Darlington.
All right, good deal. All right, Colton, well, thanks for stopping by and saying hello and letting us know what happened out there. Sorry about your luck, and we'll see you whenever in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
Later, man. Have a good one.
Rudy Galen Gidman's starting to drop a lot now. He's lost 2 more positions. Actually, 3 more positions.
Yep.
Wagner, Schwartz, and Warner have all gotten by, and all 3 of these guys are all right on top of each other, having a little race of their own right here for 3rd place. 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Well, I think Jesse might be starting to get the feel of that wheel now, that new wheel.
Yeah, might be coming around, getting some laps on it. Might start be getting a little more comfortable with it. That's the thing about a wheel, man. You got to be comfortable with it when you race.
Yep.
I can't believe he switched it right before the race. Whoa! Rogers loses momentum.
Whoa! Good save.
Yeah, Roger got a little loose there right in front of Jesse, and Jesse was just basically riding his bumper. So when that happened, there was nowhere for Jesse to go. But good job there. But the big winner there, Justin Warner's got to go into 3rd. Jesse Schwartz is coming to pit road. Roger Wagner will go to 4th. Galen's got more company behind him. He's about to lose a couple more spots. Wonder if Galen will come to pit road soon now that he sees Jesse Schwartz is coming to pit road.
Maybe.
The championship leader on pit road, folks.
I'm sure it's going to be a 4-tire stop. They're not even at the halfway mark yet.
Nope, we haven't even hit the 2/5 mark yet. Lap 49. Kevin Spaulding, something must have happened to him, Rudy. He lost 2 more laps. He's no longer a lap down. He's 3 laps down. He'd still be the lucky dog, but he lost a couple laps there somehow, so something happened to him.
Yep. Jesse Schwartz is off of pit road.
Yep.
And Jeff Hollingsworth cleared Bentley Glazer, and he takes over the lead now.
Oh, we were talking about it. It might have been last week or it was the week before where Hollingsworth had never won a Gen 6 race here at IWCR. And he definitely wants to accomplish that here soon. So maybe tonight's his night. Yeah, that was last week. He finished 2nd last week. Led 16 laps at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Lost at the Bentley there in the closing lap, so I'm sure that felt pretty good for him to drive around Bentley here to take the lead. We are now 2/5 of the way through this race, Rudy, as we come to complete lap 51 here.
We still got this battle back here, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Roger Wagner, Jeff Porter, which Jeff just took it to the bottom here, and Joshua Schwartz.
Yeah, I wonder when these other guys will come to the road. Roger's still battling a loose race car. You see that? Big wiggle coming off the corner there. Big wiggle. Like the Piggly Wiggly.
Josh Witherspoon, we ain't talked much about him tonight. Back here in 7th.
Galen Gibbon coming off pit road there, so he did come to pit road to get 4 Mr. Feelgoods. Trying to merge back in here with these boys. Caution free still, folks, if you're just tuning in. We are caution free here.
And taking a look at, we've only had 4 lead changes. Pretty interesting.
Been some good races lately, man.
Oh,
Been
yeah.
some really good racing lately. Other than a race here and there.
Seen Evan Schroeder coming off pit road, so he makes his pit stop. Like a 4-tire change and full of fuel. And he will go a lap down, so right now he is in the lucky dog position. But Jesse Schwartz is going to get by him on the outside. That puts Jesse Schwartz in the lucky dog position.
Speaking of good races, what'd you think when you heard that top fuel race the other night on Wednesday night at the what usually is a Carnage Festival, Milwaukee, only had one caution?
I thought it was
Believe
a
that?
fluke.
Well, we'll find out because the Summer Lights Championship race is at Milwaukee, so we'll find out. We had a really good race, though. Really good race.
Well, Warner's 6.1 seconds back, getting passed up by Galen Gidman there. Gidman with them new tires, but he's quite a distance between him and Jeff Porter. Jeff in fourth. These guys are still not making any notion to come to pit road up here. I don't know.
Nope.
Man, that's really kind of odd. Well, Mark Robertson's staying on the lead lap at the moment here. He's only about maybe 9 seconds ahead of the leader, Jeff Hollingsworth. And he's coming to pit road.
I was going to say, he sounds like he's off the pace there. He might be out of fuel.
He might be.
Sputtering.
That is highly possible.
Either he was just really playing with the throttle or he might have been sputtering there.
It'd be a 4-tire change for the Canadian.
And there he goes a lap down. One of 4 guys a lap down. Robertson, Gidman, Schroeder, and Spalding all laps down. Spalding 3 laps down. And we've only lost 3 cars in this race. Colton Davis, who took the pole and led the first 30-some-odd laps of the race, came to pit road and had a moment and took himself out of the race. Robbie Vrabel also took himself out of the race, and Scott Bolster retired early.
All right, Mark Robertson is away. He'll go back to 15th. Mark might not have as good of luck this week as he had last week, where he came from 5 laps down to finish on the lead lap. That was pretty wild.
We're not going to have that many cautions. We may not even have 1 caution.
Yeah. It's highly a possibility of no cautions here.
Tell you what, Mr. Hollingsworth is driving away from 2nd place, so he's definitely wanting his first career IWCR Gen 6 win.
Roger Wagner on pit road. 4-tire change for Roger.
Speaking of Hollingsworth, he just about lost it there coming out of the corner. Wow.
Yep.
He gathered it back up, though, but Bentley closed in on him a little bit.
And Galen
got
Gidman,
by.
yeah, he got by, back on the tail end of the lead lap now in 12th.
Making up ground. I wouldn't be surprised to see when this all cycles back out, Galen's your leader again for a few laps.
Yeah, because he's pitted and all them other guys need to pit, so I'm surprised Hollingsworth is still out here. Still turning laps, but this is the kind of race that they like to see, though. They like to see these long run races. They usually set up for long runs.
Yep. We're closing in on the halfway point, Rudy. It's been a great race.
Yes, sir.
That's good because a lot of cautions at this place makes for a long race.
Looking back here, Jesse Schwartz, our points leader, in 11th place. He's going to lose quite a few points to Bentley Glazer as they sit right now. He's going to lose probably about, 7 points? So that 45-point lead will drop right down to 38.
That's just as they run now. A lot can still happen between now and the end of the race. So we've seen guys have moments, big players in the race take themselves out. So,
well, let's run around the field here real quick. As we are coming up on the halfway mark here, Jeff Hollingsworth started 6th place tonight out here in front. And when he crosses the line, he will have led 13 laps. Bentley Glazer led 10 laps earlier, started 4th, and now running in 2nd. Justin Warner started 9th, running in 3rd. Jeffrey Porter started 2nd, back in 4th. Joshua Schwartz started 8th, running in 5th. Josh Witherspoon started 11th, running in 6th place, having a good run here tonight. Chris Pence started 16th on the field and is running in 7th. Ross Cato started 12th, running in 8th. Bernard Person started 13th, running in 9th. Randall Drake rounding up the top 10. He started in 10th and running in 10th. Jesse Schwartz, our points leader, started 3rd place, running in 11th. And Galen Goodman, last one on the lead lap, started 7th, running in 12th. But he is on a total different pit strategy than everybody else.
Yeah, but look for him to be the leader when it cycles all through.
Yep.
For a few laps, anyway.
Hollingsworth with a 1.3 second lead over Bentley Glazer.
Still out here in them old dinosaur tires. Looking good, though. Looking good. Just had that one moment where he looked a little loose. But other than that, cars look pretty stable.
Yeah, he is really slow down the front stretch, though. I mean, he's not getting that runoff of 4 that he should be getting.
No, he's got 30 laps on the tires.
I mean, he's probably about 3 mile an hour slower on the front stretch than he should be. But, you know, hey, these guys are on a strategy. They play this out to, you know, what they practiced. They practiced and practiced and practiced on these to see what these tires would take and how long they could run on them. And he's coming to pit road.
Whoa! Locked him up, but
Yeah.
did a good job of grabbing it.
And his teammate Bentley
Ooh.
Glazer coming in too.
Yeah, he might have come in a little hot. We'll have to keep an eye on Bentley and see if he got a penalty there. I don't think he did, but he definitely came in hot.
Well, that's the thing with racing, Scott. And you know, you're a racer. You know, pit road practice on pit road is every bit as important as practice out there on the track, because if you hit that too fast, you lock them up, you spin it, you lost time. If you slide through your pits and have to back up, you lost time. And time on pit road can make the difference between finishing first or finishing 5th.
You got that right. And it's not just what you mentioned, it's just getting on to pit road in a reasonable amount of time without wrecking yourself and without getting a penalty.
Yep.
Because the slower you take to get onto pit road, the more time you lose into your competitors. So you want to get onto pit road promptly, but you want to be safe and in a way where you're not going to get a penalty.
And Justin Warner stayed out long enough to lead a lap, so he'll collect a bonus point there. Chris Pence takes over the lead down the backstretch. He may be coming to pit road here before long too.
Me personally, Rudy, anytime I do a league race, I practice pit stops for at least 15 minutes, just getting onto pit road.
Yep, makes a big difference.
Yeah, that's no kidding. I'll sit there for 15 minutes, I'll go out and run a couple laps, make an entry, do it all over again, keep doing it.
Chris Pence coming to pit road, giving up that lead to Ross Cato. Looks like Ross Cato's going to lead his first lap of the race. He'll collect a bonus point. And guess who is in second? Jesse Schwartz.
The championship points leader.
That's right.
Yeah, but Jesse pitted a lot sooner than everybody else, so he's out there on a little older tires.
He's closing that gap on Ross Cato. He wants to at least stay out there long enough to get a bonus point.
He definitely pitted a lot sooner than guys like Glazer and Hollingsworth.
Oh, he got a great run on Cato right there.
Yeah, he did.
And Schwartz leads a lap and collects a bonus point. That's what he
Cha-ching.
Oh, yeah, cha-ching. He needed that, man. After, you know, Bentley Glazer leading 10 laps, that closes the gap. Kidman, these guys have all been up there and have experienced that. out in front and leading, and he had not led a lap yet. Gidman led 4 laps earlier. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see Jesse come to pit road here probably soon. He's probably trying to figure out if he wants to do this in 2 more pit stops. So that's probably what he's calculating right now.
And Galen's slowly closing in on him. Picked up a little over a 10th that time.
Randall Drake up to 4th. But Hollingsworth is going to pass
How
him
about
up.
that?
Yeah. Hollingsworth drove on by with them new tires. Gidman goes into 2nd as he gets around Ross Cato. Ross Cato, past champion here at IWCR. He knows how to get to victory lane. He knows how to get to the championship.
Gidman's gaining, but he didn't even gain a 10th that time. Less than a 10th, but he did gain a little bit.
So maybe now that he's cleared Ross Cato, he might be able to gain a little bit more on him.
They got a nice sizable lead on Jeff Hollingsworth and everybody else, though, because Hollingsworth and them stayed out there so long.
Yep. Yeah, Hollingsworth.
How many times have we sat here, Rudy, and talked about these field strategy races? And,
Oh yeah.
you know, these type of races, and then with 10 left, the caution comes out.
Yeah, I know.
Never mind.
Yep, there goes all that strategizing right out the window.
Gives us something to talk about, but usually the caution does come out. But we are still caution free here.
Yeah, this is
Working lap 70.
This has been a great race.
Yep, getting close to 50 to go. Coming up on 55 to go here.
I'm anxious to see what next week's going to bring at Bristol. That's going to be a whole new ball of wax tomorrow or next week.
Carnage and torn up race cars and F-bombs and
anger,
all kinds of friendly stuff.
And Gidman has closed the gap a little on Jesse Schwartz, but not a whole bunch. The one that's really coming is Bentley Glazer. Passing up Ross Cato now. He is closing that gap down on all these guys. He's even actually gaining on Jeff Hollingsworth just ahead of him.
I really want to crank it up one more time.
Hey, we can do that.
Let's crank it up for the fans.
All right. Back out front, Jeff Hollingsworth retaking the lead from Jesse Schwartz.
It didn't take them guys long to catch up, did it?
Nope. Bentley
Here goes Bentley with him.
Yeah, he's passing them up. And I think right now Jesse's looking, he's thinking, okay, I'm not really concerned right now. We've still got a lot of laps to go yet, 51 to go. It's not really time to be concerned. Now, if it was at the last lap or something like that, yeah, I'd definitely be, the last 5 laps, I'd definitely be maybe trying a different line to not let them guys pass me, but he does not seem to be concerned at all right now.
Kevin Spaulding going another lap now.
th place after starting 19th. Kevin's one of my streaming buddies. I've helped him set up his stream and stuff, and with a few settings, and I'll tell you what, he is just like a kid in a candy store right there. Kevin Spaulding. He's just loving it.
Coming to pit road, Rudy.
Kevin Gidman, pit road. Let me see if I can catch up with him here. There he is.
He had enough of them tires. Once for Mr. Feelgood, imagine he's going to have to make one more stop from here. Imagine everybody else has to make one more stop, too.
Oh, yeah.
So, sticking with that strategy.
Oh, yeah, that's not a bad strategy. I mean, you got to think about it. I'm sure a lot of these drivers have mapped it out beforehand. And, where they want to pit, what lap they want to pit, with cautions or without cautions. I mean, they got to think about looking at it that the race is going to go without any cautions whatsoever, and I'm sure they've got it mapped out. So
I honestly don't think Galen planned it this way. I think it all turned out this way when he almost lost it on the back stretch and fell back to 12th place, and I think he had to change it up on the fly. So I think he's just going by the seat of his pants here and just doing what he thinks is the best play. We'll see how it all shakes out at the end. Worked out for him a little bit here. I mean, he's maintained. He was up there, in 4th place when he pitted, so it's worked out for him.
Yeah, well, he's coming up on the leader here, Jeff Hollingsworth, so he'll be back on the lead lap here in just a minute. Because he'll be able to get
fresh
around.
tires.
Yeah. Bentley Glazer, he's coming up on Bentley Glazer here first. 2nd place, he'll be passing up Bentley. Jesse
Only problem is those leaders don't have as old a tires as we're used to seeing this time around, though.
Right. Ross Cato on pit road. Let's catch up with him. He's just now coming off of pit road, excuse me. And Kevin Spaulding coming off pit road. Seen somebody else was on pit road too. I think it was Jesse Schwartz. Was it Jesse Schwartz? No, guess not. I don't know who it was. Might have been Randall Drake. Because they're driving around Jesse Schwartz, him, Jeffrey Porter, 4th place. He just drove around Jesse Schwartz like it was nothing.
Robertson's on pit road.
Oh, Marky Mark.
Somebody just coming off here. See who it is. It would be the 34.
Yeah, he's coming off that road. Mark Robertson just coming. He's just finished his pit stop here. Probably have to make one more. I'm thinking. I don't think he can make it here from here. 45 laps, I don't think. You might be able to make it on fuel, but not on tires. No way.
Yeah, he'd definitely be out there skating around this place.
Yeah, here comes the leader up on him.
Gibbons about to get back on the lead lap here. Hopefully Robertson doesn't play into this here.
Well, Robertson should be able to stay ahead of them guys with them new tires, but don't forget, he's on to fix that up.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It does
make it have the horsepower.
Yeah, it does
I don't
make
think
a little
it's got the power.
But never know, might surprise you.
Yeah, he might be able to stay out there. The tires may make that big of a difference.
At least for a little while, anyhow.
I think eventually you'll see Galen get by him.
Bentley Glazer's starting to close that gap a little bit on Hollingsworth, down to 1.2 seconds. I don't know if he's really closing on him or if he's just kind of staying right there.
That's actually helping Galen. He's out the Grafton behind Robertson, so it's actually helping him.
Yep. Justin Warner, third place. 7.4 seconds behind the leader. Jeffrey Porter not far behind in fourth. Jesse Schwartz in fifth. And Jesse, like he said there before the race in his interview, he said that he was just going to kind of just take his time, ride. He's not concerned with winning tonight. He just wants to finish well. Probably looking at just trying to maintain top 5. His brother Joshua Schwartz coming up on him with a pretty good head of steam here. And Jesse's not going to fight him. He's just going to let him go.
And Galen was able to get by Robertson.
Jesse goes back to 6th. Roger Wagner, 7th place. Ooh, a little blinking going on there by Roger. We usually don't see him blinking.
Josh Witherspoon out there in the run he's had tonight. In fact, they're running in 8th place just behind Roger Wagner. Haven't really talked a lot about Josh, but he's had a good run here tonight. Ooh, the 27. The points leader, Rudy, has been into the wall, down off the track. That's what I was talking about, Rudy. Yep. Anything can happen, and there it is, right there.
Well, let's go back and take a look at this, because that is our points leader right there. And boy, what a save he did right there to keep it off of that inside wall. He's going through turn 1, and boy, he lost it. Kevin Spaulding come up on the back of him, might have taken some air off of that spoiler.
Wow, he about come back down and got back into Kevin Spaulding.
Yes, he did.
That car is beat up, Rudy. He's in trouble.
Yep.
The championship points are going to definitely change a little bit.
Man,
as far as the number.
He did a heck of a job of saving that, though. Back up front, Bentley Glazer now only 9/10 of a second from Jeff Hollingsworth.
Yeah, he's probably hearing the news that Jesse Schwartz just wrecked out. That's, you needed a boot to the rear to get you motivated. There it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Bentley probably breathing a little sigh of relief right now just because of that. But Jesse is back out there on the track. He's coming off of pit road now. Looks like he just got required damage fixed. He didn't get any, optional. Got enough to get it back out there on the track, but he's going to be back in 14th position. Bad night here for the points leader.
Yep.
But
that's why they race That's why they race all the races, Rudy.
It ain't over yet.
Nope. Anything can happen to Bentley too.
Yep.
And don't forget about Galen Gibbons. Gibbons third in points, and Galen is off sequence here as far as the strategy goes. And if somehow Galen were to win this race, and he's going to have a good night too.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he may not gain points on Bentley Glazer, but they're both gaining points on Jesse Schwartz tonight. So.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, I'm the championship leader, so the rest of that stuff will sort itself out.
Looks like Mark Robertson he's just happy and content, just hanging on right there, riding behind Galen Gidman, saving a little fuel, drafting with them. We got a lot of guys lap down or more. Randall Drake, Bernard Person, Ross Cato, Roger Wagner, Mark Robertson. Guys all lap down. Jesse Schwartz, I'm not sure if he's one lap down or two. 2. He is 2 laps down. Evan Schroeder, a couple laps down, and Kevin Spaulding 5 laps down. So right now, Galen Gidman's the last one on the lead lap in 8th place.
And Jesse Schwartz just trying to do damage control now.
Totally uneventful tonight, except for a couple little close calls there, and our points leader almost piling it into the wall. And here comes the Hollingworth. Yep, coming in.
I thought they wait till a little later. Oh, Bentley Glazer. I think he just got caught speeding, Rudy. I think that's definitely a speeding penalty. He slid way down pit road. We're going to definitely keep an eye on him. I think he just got a penalty.
We'll watch him here and see what happens.
If he didn't get a penalty, they just don't give him out no more.
I guess not. Not here in Michigan. Justin Warner comes in as well. Nope, no penalty. Wow. Amazing.
He drove that thing in as hard as you can.
I guess. Oh, Jeffrey Porter takes over point.
I thought those guys would stay out a little longer, but I think they learned their lesson on that last run.
Yeah, well, they only got 33 to go. They can make it the rest of the way on tires and fuel.
Yep.
I'm not really positive if I've done the math correctly, but I'm still thinking our points leader, Jesse Schwartz, is going to have to make one more pit stop. I'm not sure. And here comes Jeffrey Porter to pit road. He's slowing. That's going to give the lead back up to Chris Pence when he comes around.
Wonder if Galen Gibbon would try to go the distance, Rudy.
Oh, God, I don't know.
That's the only way he could win the race now. But I don't think he could even win the race by going the distance.
Yeah, he's going to actually take over the lead right now. Galen Gidman.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
If he's going to try to stay out and go the distance here. Maybe get behind Roberts and do a little draft in here. Nope.
Well, let's see. When was Galen on pit road last? Lap 75.
Yeah, no way.
I don't think he'd want.
He ain't going that far.
No, he don't want to go no 55 laps on them tires. So he's going to have to make one more. But you know, he might just come in and take 2 tires.
Yeah, no, that would be pointless. He's going to need all 4.
Well, after doing it for track position.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, how much track position are you really going to gain?
He stays out there, you know, like right up to almost to the bitter end. And
he's going to have to do so many laps after he pits that he's going to wind up losing time on the track. Either way, you might as well just take 4 tires. I imagine he'll be pitting here soon.
6.8 seconds from Galen and closing. Well, I'll tell you what, it is Hollingsworth's race to lose again this week. And he just took over the lead for the most laps led, beating Colton Davis by 1 so far, make that 2 as he crosses the line. So he now leads 33 laps.
Well, no, he's not the leader, Rudy. Galen Goodman's the leader.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Man, I'm
getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself there a little bit. Yep. Okay, but he is ahead of Colton Davis by 1 lap with the most laps led. My bad.
Now Robertson is in front of Galen Goodman. Oh, and Robertson losing his momentum there, slowing up Galen Goodman. I don't know why Robertson just doesn't get behind Galen Goodman.
I don't know.
It's just as that caution comes out.
Maybe he just felt he was a little faster than Galen or something.
I think Robertson's car is better behind Galen, just kind of riding. I know he wants to be back on the lead lap, but he'd be the lucky dog either way.
And Unless Galen's talking to Mark or saying something and saying, "Hey, let me ride behind you and save some fuel." I don't know. There ain't no telling what's going on between them drivers out there.
Now Robertson's starting to pull away a little bit. What a race here tonight, huh? Still caution free, man. Working lap 97.
Caution free.
His boy's been racing, you know, take away the grid time on the parade lap for about an hour and 5 minutes. A little more.
We've had 10 lead changes.
It's been a good race for being caution free and everybody being spread out. It's actually been a pretty entertaining race. Had some guys take themselves out of the race, self-spinning. Had the championship points leader take himself out with a self-spin. And the points are going to be shaken up as Bentley Glazer and Galen Gitterman both having good runs here tonight. Jesse Schwartz is marred back in the field a couple laps down.
And we got 28 to go, with Galen Gidman only 1.1 seconds ahead of Jeff Hollingsworth. Let's check out, see who has led laps here tonight. Colton Davis led 31. Jesse Schwartz, running back in 13th, has led 7 laps. Chris Pence, running in 11th, has led 2 laps. Ross Cato, running in 8th, has led 1 lap. Jeffrey Porter, running in 5th, has led 3 laps. Justin Warner, running in 4th, has led 2 laps. Bentley Glazer, running in 3rd, has led 10 laps. Galen Gidman now goes to 2nd. He has led 9 laps. And Jeff Hollingsworth, back out front now, passing up Galen Gidman for the lead again, has led 33. And I'm not ahead of myself that time. A little joke there, Scott.
I didn't hear you. I had the regular chat on, and they were talking in there. I couldn't hear what you were saying. And here comes Robertson to pit road. Wonder if Galen was coming, but he's not. Yeah, he is coming. He is coming. Galen and Robertson both coming to pit road here. Whoa. Somebody else on pit road up there in front of him. The Napa car.
Now let's watch Galen and see if he tries a 2-tire. I mean, I'm with you. I don't think it would be beneficial to him, but weirder things have happened, you know, and he might just try the 2-tire change.
Evan Schroeder in a 34 also on pit road. Robertson's taking 4, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's 4 tires for Galen. So he did the right thing.
Robertson got himself a speeding penalty.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's sitting back here. Schroeder's sitting too. Wondering what happened to him. Up there he goes. They were either getting damage fixed or I think Schroeder got a little bit of damage fixed, but I think Robertson got a speeding penalty.
Yeah.
And Galen got a speeding penalty too because he's just now down on the way. So yeah, they both got speeding penalties. They both came in hot. So yeah, that kind of takes away the great run that Galen Gidman had.
Yep. Well, Jesse Schwartz just went around him, but with Galen just coming off with them 4 fresh tires, it won't be long. He'll be getting back by Jesse. Jesse's got 1 more lap car to go, and that would be Randall Drake. It's not far ahead of him, unless Randall can hold him off. Jesse could be looking at a top 10, but that's not going to really affect it a whole lot now. But Bentley Glazer's still up here in 2nd place. Now here's a question for you, Scott. Maybe I'm digging into this. Maybe I'm digging into this a little deeper than I should. Okay. Me and Jeff Hollingsworth and Bentley Glazer are teammates. Jeff's not running for the championship, but Bentley is. You think Jeff would let Bentley get the win?
Nope. I knew that's what you were going to ask me. Nope. Hollingsworth never won a Gen 6 race here. He ain't letting anybody by him.
I'm with you on that one. But, you know, we've seen, like last week there, where it changed on the last couple of laps. So Hollingsworth got denied that win last week.
Could have happened again here tonight, but he's not just going to pull over and say, here, man, just take it. Rudy, I hear what you're saying, but as a racer, I wouldn't do that for anybody. I wouldn't do that for my mom. If we're racing for the championship, I ain't pulling over for anybody. That's just me. I was watching something about Michael Jordan today and how much of a competitor he was. And, if you really want to win, you got to have it in you to really want to win. And I like winning. Just like Colton said earlier, you can hear it in his voice. He likes winning too. So,
Right.
that's some of us, we just come to the racetrack with that mentality where we want to win every single race. So, and I can guarantee you, Hollingsworth ain't pulling over and letting anyone go by.
Well, I just wondered, I mean, he's not in the race here, for the championship, but Bentley Glazer is. And if Bentley could win this, he would get extra points to close that gap down even further, being they are teammates. Teammates are supposed to be able to work together on things like that.
I hear what you're saying, but it ain't happening. It's up to Bentley, if he really wants to be the champion, to hit his marks and find a way to get up here and get around the 97, just like he did last week at Charlotte, because he caught him in the closing laps there. And that's what he needs to do here if he really wants to win this race. And if I was Bentley, I wouldn't want Hollingsworth to pull over and let me win the race. That's not how I want to win the championship. I want to win it racing. I don't want you to give it to me. That's one thing about competitors, man. We don't want it that way. We want to go out there and actually earn it. And I know that's what Glazer wants to do, so he ain't looking for Hollingsworth to pull over and say, hey, man, let me just drive by you. That's not how these guys roll.
I know, but, team is T-E-A-M, not T-E-I-A-M.
I feel you, but in the closing 10 laps, teams spelled with I, and I. Wow. That's just how it is. Well, now, there might be some other people out there that think differently, but when you're talking about winning races and guys like this who like to win races, and in this case, he's never won a race in the series, he's not going to pull over. That ain't happening. You got a better chance of the Lions winning the Super Bowl on Sunday than that happening. And the Lions aren't even playing in the game.
Well, we'll see how it goes here, but Bentley Glazers is hanging there right now. My guess is with 19 laps to go, they're both probably trying to save a little bit of tires for the end, and probably going to race it up right at the very end. I'm looking for Bentley Glazer to turn it up. When they get inside, about 5 to go, he's going to turn it up.
He did last week, and he caught him. Yep. And it's in Hollingsworth's head. He's thinking about it. Hopefully they're not listening to the broadcast. Hopefully they got that, tuned out, and they're just focused on what they're doing. But, it can happen.
Yeah.
But it was done in a racing form. It wasn't done where Hollingsworth pulled over and just said, here, take it.
Right.
And if I was Jesse Schwartz, if that did happen, and I was Jesse Schwartz, I would definitely not be happy with that. There ain't nothing you can do about it, but I would remember it the next time I saw Hollingsworth out on the track. I can tell you that. He'd have an early evening the next time we got close to each other.
Oh my God.
Hey man, I'm a Raider fan. That's just how we roll. What do they say, an eye for an eye?
I haven't got anybody in the chat to even respond to that at all. Trying to see if I could get anybody in chat to kind of give us their point of view on that. You were Jeff Hollingsworth, would you pull over and let Bentley Glazer go by to get those points to close in on Jesse Schwartz and put him that much closer for a championship with only 3 races left in the season? They are a team. They're both on the same team.
And you've been racing here a long time and never won a race in the series, so keep that in mind. And there, Bentley Glazer, big-time loose coming out of 2 there, and he's falling back now, Rudy, so the conversation's starting to get grim for Bentley Glazer.
Yeah.
But there ain't going to be no pulling over. Unless there's a cop car in iRacing that I don't know about, and it's going to go out there and somehow get him to pull over.
The team cop car.
That ain't happening.
Chris Pence, last one on the lead lap right now in 7th place.
They're going to need spike strips, Rudy.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of people are going to finish ahead of Jesse Schwartz. Yeah, but, I don't know. I guess he's just, he just tapped a wall right there. I guess he's got to just stay focused on what he's got left here to run. And, and not worry about it. Just going to next week with a, he come in here with a little bit of a handicap tonight, Scott, with that new wheel. So I'm going to kind of throw that in there because this isn't how we see Jesse run.
Leading into Bristol too, where anything can go wrong next week, and next thing you know, your 40 some odd point leads down in the teens going into Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then you got double points at Darlington, where anything in itself can happen at Darlington as is, and then you throw in double points. Well, wow, that just changed everything.
Jeffrey Porter with a great run here tonight. Even though he started second, he's been hanging on inside the top 5 almost all day. Coming to 13 to go this time by for Jeff Hollingsworth. And he has clearly led the most laps. Nobody can top that. So he will get the bonus points for leading the most laps, as he did last week.
He could care less about all that. He wants to lead that final lap for the first time in the Gen 6 series here at IWCR. That's what we've been talking about for the last 10 minutes. And he wants to do it. It'll be good to see, man. As, a lot of the same guys win these races. And finally, man, we're going to have somebody new that's going to stand on top of that podium if he can get around here 12 more times.
Yes, sir. 1.4 seconds back to Bentley Glazer. And it doesn't look like Bentley's going to be able to close in on him and do anything. Unless he's secretly saving something that we haven't seen yet.
Hey, I'll run through the field one more time before we get to the end.
We can. Hollingsworth started sixth, running in the lead right now. Has led the most laps, and he will take home the bonus point for that. Bentley Glazer started 4th tonight, running in 2nd, only 1.4 seconds behind Jeff Hollingsworth. Justin Warner started 9th, running in 3rd. Jeffrey Porter started 2nd, running in 4th. Joshua Schwartz, great run here tonight for Joshua. Actually going to beat his brother. Started 8th, running in 5th. Joshua Witherspoon started 11th, running in 6th place. Chris Penn started 16th, running in 7th. Galen Gidman started 7th, running in 8th. First car lap down. Roger Wagner started 18th, running in 9th. Ross Cato rounding out the top 10 here after starting in 12th. Randall Drake started 10th, running in 11th. Jesse Schwartz started 3rd. Had a lot of issues out here tonight. And handicap with a new wheel, he is running in 12th. Bernard Person, we haven't even talked about Bernard tonight. I feel totally embarrassed.
You mentioned him earlier.
Started 13th, running in 13th. Mark Robertson, the Canadian guy, started 20th, running in 14th with a fixed setup. Had a good run tonight. Evan Schroeder started 22nd on the field. Here he is running in 15th. And Kevin Spaulding, last one out there running, started 19th, running in 16th. I just didn't feel like I covered Bernard that much tonight. He just, I usually try to give everybody, kind of equal camera time. I'm an equal camera opportunity guy.
Well, make sure you give him something now that you're talking about it.
I am. Yeah, he's had a good run here tonight. I don't even see any damage on his car, so that's a plus. If you can finish a long race like this without getting into the wall one time, wow, that's pretty good.
8 more times for Hollingsworth.
1.7 seconds back to Bentley Glazer, so Glazer is not going to be challenging him.
Nope, he's fading. Fade to black on that story, Rudy.
Yep. Pit stops are done. No more tires, no more fuel for any of these guys out here. I don't think we're going to see anybody else come to pit road. Joe Mitchell said, "There's no I in team, but there's a me."
There you go.
He's not pulling over for anyone.
Some of us are just wired that way, Rudy.
I guess. Good thing I don't have a team. Which that is kind of dirty pool if you think about it. I mean, I guess if something like that did happen, if I was Jesse Schwartz, I'd be a little upset about that too, because that's kind of like I don't know how you want to call that, like rigging the outcome of the race just so a guy can catch you in points.
Collusion.
Yeah, they don't want to make that. They don't want to make that too obvious.
And that would be pretty blatantly obvious.
Yep. Now, if Jeff got into the wall and spun it,
that'd be a different story.
Yeah, but then Jesse probably still, he still might question that. Did he accidentally do it on purpose? But I don't know. I don't know. You got to look at it from all the different angles, I guess.
Don't stir up your MaxSpeedTV gremlins on Hollingsworth with 5 to go. Tell them to be chill. I know it's after midnight and all, but they just need to stay in the box tonight.
Yeah, at least for 5 more laps.
Yeah, and then come out after that, do whatever the hell they want.
Well, what a run here tonight for Justin Warner, man. I'm telling you what, this guy has really showed a lot of strength in his car here tonight. Sure, he's 11.4 seconds back of the leader, but he has been steadily right there in that top 5, 6, right along in there almost all night long. And he's looking at a podium.
Solid run for him tonight.
And Bentley Glazer is definitely fading back here.
By the way, folks, did we mention that we've run this entire race?
Caution free, yeah. Yeah, you cut out there when you said that.
Oh, sorry.
All I got was that
caution free.
You cut out.
Could be my internet because it's been pretty bad here the second half. But earlier, I couldn't understand anything you were saying.
Really?
Yeah, for a good 5-minute stretch there. I was just waiting until you were done talking, and I was talking. I could hear you saying things, but it was really chopped up there for a little while.
Oh, wow. Ooh, Galen Gidman having a moment there. Coming off of turn 4. He's trying his darndest to get back on the lead lap. He's got one more car to go to get back on the lead lap. Hollingsworth is quite a ways ahead of him. With only 3 laps to go, I doubt it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of distance, but he could catch him.
It's about like 3 seconds.
Coming at 2 to go.
Well, definitely a good points night for Bentley Glazer, finishing second. That's going to help him close that gap down. He'll finish 11 positions ahead of Jesse Schwartz. So that's 11 points he'll gain on him.
I wonder if Hollingsworth's going to be a little more excited tonight when we talk to him.
I would say.
I would hope so.
Yep.
It's been a long time coming, man. This guy's been around here a long time.
2 to go. I'm going to stay right here on the leader right now. Bentley Glazer now is 3.8 seconds behind Hollingworth. This will be the final lap for Jeff Hollingsworth as he's about to take the white flag. 1 more lap for Hollingsworth. 4 more turns.
White flag, nice and smooth.
I thought he had more starts than he did in the Gen 6 series here, but this was his 23rd career start here. Had yet to win a race, and he's about to record #1 here in IWCR if he can get around here a half a lap.
Yep, 2 more turns. If he stays focused and does not make any mistakes, he's going to bring one home for the APC team and the Jeff Hollingsworth camp.
I think he could cream the wall and slide it through the grass, and he'd still win it.
Checker flag.
And there it is. At the line, Jeff Hollingsworth winning his first career win here at IWCR this late in the season, Scott. Man, what a finish. Bentley Glazer second, Justin Warner third.
Congratulations, Mr. Hollingsworth. There was no pulling over tonight, buddy.
No, sir.
Somebody get that man a cold one. He earned it.
Well, let me see if I can get. We'll start out with third here. If I can find. There he is, Justin Warner. Justin Warner, you got a copy?
I do.
Well, Justin, you stayed focused the whole race long, and man, you're bringing home third here tonight. Congratulations. Tell me about your racing out there.
Well, I think I had a really good car. Had a couple not so good pit stops. They kind of set me back just a little bit. But all in all, I think I had a pretty good fast car, and if those pit stops weren't a factor, I could have definitely gave them a run for their money up there and for first and second.
Well, what you probably needed was a caution, and we went the whole race without a caution tonight. And boy, that really kind of changed a lot of people's outlook on the race and strategies. And I think people were kind of banking on there possibly being a caution or two, and that would have caught them back up. But as it turned out, no cautions tonight. You started in ninth, finished third. Are you happy with your race here tonight? Are you happy with the outcome of it?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Even though it's not a win, I think it's a really good finish compared to what I've been finishing with. And I just got a good team there and had a good setup going for me. And it stayed neutral the whole way, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Very good. Well, the big question is what do you got for them at Bristol next week?
Oh man, Bristol. I don't know. Hopefully I got something good. Need to do a little bit of testing and tweaking on some sets there to get a good set going on. But hopefully I can manage a finish like this.
I'll tell you what, it was a great race, man, to go caution free like that, and you stayed right there in the hunt. If something would have happened up front, you'd have been right there on top of it. So, but third place it is for you tonight, Justin. I know you got some people you want to give a big thank you out to.
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Brian Helm, Chris Pence, Stacy Adams there for helping with the sets and getting them all tuned in. Yeah, definitely everybody there at CBM.
All right, Justin, congrats again on third place, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
All right, thanks, Rudy.
All right, Scott?
Billy Glazer, you got a copy, buddy?
Yep, I got you.
Billy, the door was opened a little bit for you tonight. You were able to gain a little bit of ground because of what happened to the championship points leader. How you feeling about finishing second tonight and gaining a little bit of ground in that championship points race with double points looming at Darlington?
Feels pretty good. I mean, the whole thing was about the long run, and Jeff is really good on the long run, and I'm only good for about 20 laps, and then I always burn my tires off.
Yeah, we were talking about, we were wondering if you were going to catch him like you did last week, because you reeled in Hollingsworth there at the end of last week and stole his first career win away from him, but you were unable to do that tonight. Is that because you did burn the tires off of it?
Yep, pretty much every run. My pit crew was pretty good tonight, so they kept me a little closer.
Yeah, that last pit stop there looked like you slid a long way down past the cone. Were you surprised you didn't get a speeding penalty?
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought I sped for sure, and I was mad.
Well, it worked out for you because they didn't hold you, and you wound up coming home second tonight. And now the points are going to be down in the 30s, so you got a shot, man. What do you feel about Bristol next week and then Kentucky before the championship?
Well, I like Bristol, and I think I'm good at it, but I really struggled in the trucks Saturday, I think it was. So hopefully I do all right there. And then Kentucky I really like. And Darlington, I should do all right there.
You got to try to get some extra seat time in for Bristol to make sure you come out of there with maximum points?
Probably not. I just play on the weekends now, usually.
Right on. Well, you got anybody you want to thank tonight for your second place finish?
Team ABC, and just want to say congrats to Jeff because it was a really fun race, and he deserved this one.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations on your second place finish, and we'll see you at Bristol next week.
And thanks to you guys in the booth. I always forget that.
Cool. Hey, one more question before you go. Who you got in the Super Bowl this weekend?
unfortunately, Patriots probably gonna win.
Is that who you want to win, or is that who you think's going to win?
That's what I think I'm gonna win. I don't care really, but I'm not a huge fan of the Patriots.
Right on. Well, we'll see you next week at Bristol, man. Congratulations on second place and chopping into that lead tonight.
All right, thanks.
Rudy.
All right, we got the winner here, Jeff Hollingsworth, coming home with your first career win here at IWCR. Jeff, you've got to be just standing right up on your seat, hooping and hollering.
Yes, sir. That was awesome. Long green run. That's my speed right there.
Man, I'm telling you what a fantastic finish that was. And were you kind of a little bit worried about Bentley? You didn't want him to do what he did last week to you, coming up there and stealing your thunder. Was you worried about it at all?
Nah. Yes, I was. But I was talking to him, at the beginning. I'm like, dude, are you sandbagging on me? He's like, no, I'm not. Anyway, so what I did is I just managed the gap. And I'm the old man of the crew here. And so I guess I'm just better on the long run. That's my thing.
Well, we had a discussion about this, and I don't really want to open up a big can of worms here, but I'm going to open up a small can here. We were having a discussion now. Jim, you're on the APC team with Bentley Glazer, okay? You wouldn't have laid over and let Bentley get the win, so he got the max points tonight to try to close that gap up even closer on Jesse, would you?
It didn't occur to me because it really didn't, and we all race each other.
Yeah.
Now I ain't saying that if he would have said something, I might have done it, but he would never ask me to do that. That's not how we are.
Well, that's good.
But no, we don't. We team race as a team to have fun, but when it comes down to it, man, we're all racing each other.
Well, there you go. Okay, all right. Well, that's different. If it was my team, that would have been different. And I know that's probably not the right way to do it. But when you got a guy there that's running, excuse me, nip and tuck with the points leader, hey, an extra 3 points is 3 points. But whether that's going to be enough, that would have even been enough to get Bentley close enough to take on Jesse there in the final race of the season, it would have cost you your first career win here at IWCR, and I'm with you on that. I'm happy to for you to get this win here tonight. This means a lot, and it just shows the strength of APC. It shows the strength of you and the skill of you out there on the track. So not to give up that that position. You don't want to give up that win.
No, he would have never asked. I mean, but that's how we are. If he would have said something, I would have done it. But he never even brought it to my attention. Like he told me one time, he said, "Whoa, that was close." I'm like, "What?" He was going to tell me I was real close to the wall, and he didn't want to break my concentration. So I said, "Never mind, don't worry about it. Just drive." Yeah. That's how we are, man. We're pretty tight. I haven't beat Bentley unless he had some kind of attrition, and long time. I've been racing with him for a few years now, and it's really cool to beat him and these other guys. We've got a lot of good drivers in here. Our pit strategy worked out well. Our setup was just awesome, and we had no cautions. It's my kind of race.
I know it. Yeah, that was amazing. No cautions. Well, anybody you want to thank tonight for this win?
Of course, APC is the team to be on, man. We have a great time, great group of guys. We got 2 guys this week, Jimmy Mullis and Brian Schoenberg, made it into the DWC with T-Dog Hearst. So now we got three drivers from APC going to go for that money, big money this year. I also want to shout out to my son. I found out a couple weeks ago I'll be a grandfather for the first time, and I've been a little off. I've been a little off in my racing until this week, so I guess it's finally sat well with me.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah. So it was unnerving. So now I guess I don't know. It's not sat well, but I don't know. I don't know if you're a grandfather, but this is the first one for me. So it's a trip.
It is, and it's a hard thing to accept. At first, you think, "Gosh, I'm too young to be a grandpa,"
Well, yeah, and you worry about the kid and them, and are they ready, and all that stuff. I'm a planner, man, and anyway,
well,
but
congrats.
That's it, man. My team and you guys, of course, and I'd like to thank Randall for putting this on, and he's pumping for sponsorship so we can keep keep broadcasting, I'm gonna pitch him some funds. I suggest, or I ask that everybody that enjoys racing here and enjoys the broadcast could just pitch in a couple bucks, help them get it through there.
All right,
because we'd like to keep you on, man.
Well, yeah, hey, I've been here 10 seasons, brother.
There you go.
Yeah, make it 11. So
there you go, bud.
All right, well, congrats on your win, Jeff, and go celebrate, my friend, with all your buddies there, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
I'll catch you tomorrow, buddy. Yeah, you're not going to be there. It'll be Robert, but you know what I mean. Next week, baby.
Yep.
See you.
See ya.
Congratulations, Mr. Hollingsworth, on your first win here, man. You earned it.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it, buddy.
Okay, let's run down through the results here. Jeff Hollingsworth coming home with his first victory here at IWCR. Congratulations to him. Bentley Glazer finishing second, closing up them points on Jesse Schwartz by about 11 points, roughly, thereabouts. That's not official. Justin Warner will take over in finishing third. A great run for him. Jeffrey Porter fourth. Josh Witherspoon finishing fifth. Man, what a finish for him, Scott. Wow, that's great. Joshua Schwartz finishing sixth. Chris Pence seventh. Roger Wagner eighth. Galen Gidman ninth. And Randall Drake rounding out the top 10. Wow, look at that. Randall Drake in top 10? Huh? Must have been
the squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Must have been sun driving or something.
Pitch strategy, baby. Pitch strategy.
Well, Bernard Person finished 11th, Ross Cato 12th, Jesse Schwartz 13th, Mark Robertson 14th, Evan Schroeder 15th, Kevin Spaulding 16th, Colton Davis 17th, Robbie Vrabel Jr. 18th, and Scott Bolster 19th. So what'd you think, Drake? Caution free, man. What'd you think of the race tonight by your boys out there tonight in IWCR?
I love it. That's the IWCR racing that I'm accustomed to. Every once in a while we have some bad races, but that's more enjoyable. Pitch strategy and how you race and how many tires and what adjustments you make. I mean, that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be about caution every other 5 seconds. So.
Well, the season's winding down, man. How you feel about the 10th season winding down at IWCR and the last 10 seasons that you've had here with IWCR? You kind of reminisce a little bit as this season closes down?
Yeah, I mean, this season's been a little bit rough for me personally as a driver, but as overall, I mean, this goes all the way back to Johnny Reed Foley, Galen Gidman, just hitching themselves along with me and getting this league going and becoming what it is. And it just snowballed over the 9.5 seasons that we have going here. And, we've had some sponsors come and go, and I'm thrilled that we've had, the people that have helped fund and keep the broadcast. And then thank you to Rudy and you for doing the broadcast, and Robert for doing Saturday nights when he's covered for us and getting us on the portal. And a big part of the portal has also helped, people see the quality of racing we have here and the quality of drivers. I mean, I don't know any other leagues out there, to be honest with you, have turned so many guys pro. I mean, if you go back to season one, we've had at least 7 or anywhere from 7 to 10 drivers from this league go pro. So
that's a lot.
So, I mean, that just says a lot about the people that race here, and they all care and they're all friendly. And at the end of the day, we're all boys, and it's getting together on a Friday and Saturday night, and couldn't be more proud of what this league has become. And, personally for me, this season's been rough, but overall, I mean, I still enjoy showing up here, even though I haven't had as much time to put into racing as I would like to have this season, because real life is getting in the way. But I anticipate that to be changing here soon. So I'm just thrilled. I'm just thrilled with where we're going. And, obviously as iRacing starts to change, it's changed the dynamic of the racing between the dynamic tracks and all the different changes within the setup making, and it keeps everybody on their toes. And anybody that likes to race is I think happy with those changes. And the next thing you know, we're going to have dirt. And I think, if we add that to the league, I think that'll change the dynamic to bring in a whole new crop of people too. So lots of good things to look forward to going forward for season 11. And then I'm happy, obviously, as we're winding down season 10 here. And I can't thank you guys enough for all the things that you've done to make our league even better than it is. So appreciate that to everybody here and everybody that's been a part of this league one point or another, and to the drivers that are still here. Thank you, and thank you for your time, effort, money, donations, etc. So.
All right, brother. Well, we heard Hollingsworth mention his sponsorship there. You going to have a new sponsor on board for next season?
I'm not sure yet. I mean, we're working on it. Ultimate Body Shop has been a great partner. I just don't know what next season is necessarily going to bring. So we're out there. If anybody's interested, please definitely hit me up. And if not, we'll figure a way. We always do. So Rudy can attest to that. I'm good for it, no matter how it turns out.
Yep.
But I will say one thing, and this just congrats to Jeff Hollingsworth tonight. I know how hard it is to get a win in this league, and I've been lucky enough, I think, to either have 2 or 3 so far in 10 seasons, which for me, I kind of wear that with pride, and I know for some guys who are there week in and week out and just bust their ass, and pardon dropping the A word there, but like just bust their butts here and to pull home a win is so gratifying when you do it. So so many good people have come through here, and to do it, it's impressive. So congrats to him. I know it's been a long time coming for him.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations on your 10th place finish tonight. And congratulations to every driver out there for coming home caution free tonight. It was a pretty good race, man. I enjoyed calling it.
Cool. Appreciate it, guys.
Rudy, any
All
closing remarks from you, brother?
No, I'm just, man, that was a great race. Caution free 125 laps at Michigan with the Gen 6, and it just don't get no better than that. Just a great race out there. And a big congratulations again to Jeff Hollingsworth for his first career win here at IWCR. Man, I couldn't be happier for the guy, and I'm sure he's probably really celebrating it up right now, being a brand new grandpa, too. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a little bonus there. And congratulations on becoming a grandpa there, Mr. Hollingsworth.
A little more icing on the cake. So, all right. Well, till next time, folks, take care, and we'll see you. Let's see, be back here Sunday night, I believe it is. Yeah, we'll be back Sunday night. So till then, stay safe and have a good night.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Stay safe and go Falcons.